Hey YouTube, today we're gonna have a review on the MF Square-1. First, let's just get right into the basics. This cube is 55mm in size, which is standard for all Square-1s on the market. It comes in with $3.47 and also has black, white, and stickless selections. I'll leave a link to where I buy it in the description. This cube comes in with distinguished bright MoFangJiaoShi shades, which I really like because they are really vibrant and contrast well everywhere. Now the turning. Out of the box, this cube wasn't as good as I expected. Even though the slice was really buttery smooth, I noticed that the U and D layers are really sandy, slow, sluggish, and really tight, which I'm not a huge fan of because I personally like really loose cubes and I suffered them a lot, so I wasn't satisfied from the start. So I set this cube up by looping the layers, loosening the U and D layers a little bit, and then tighten the slice layer because I thought it was a little bit too fast for me. And I also break it in with a comprehension of solves. After breaking it in and just setting up, of course, this cube has a really fast, smooth, and controllable feeling, which wasn't sluggish at all, and I really liked it. Most of the other Square-1s are pretty scratchy, like the Chi and the Volt. The Volt wasn't too scratchy, but the Chi. So I don't really like the Chi because it was too scratchy for me and it wasn't pleasant to turn, and also it wasn't really that controllable. So I preferred the CC over the Chi at this point because it was a lot more controllable and effortless to turn. And obviously you won't overshoot at the CC Square-1. Now let's talk about corner cutting. The corner cutting is pretty decent on this cube. It can cut half of edges and a quarter of corners, which is a little bit better than the previous Square-1 released by MoFangJiaoShi, the MoFangJiaoShi Wei-Long Square-1. Now about reverse corner cutting. So it is really good, mainly because there is a lot more resistance in the gaps of each piece, so causing the corners and the edges don't have lots of space to move. And when you do regular corner cutting, it can turn into a reverse corner cut, which isn't that great. Now there are also some cons about this cube. Con number 1 is about the popping issue of this cube. This cube may pop if you misalign 90 degrees on the slice layer and then you just turn too hard or use too much force on the U or D layers. And the worst thing is, if you try to push that piece back in, another piece may come out. Here's a quick demo. But yeah, I mean, this would just happen if you have a really harsh turning style. So if you don't have a harsh turning style, this is not a problem for you. Problem number 2 is about the center caps. The CC Square-1 is not like the Cheese Square-1. So the Cheese Square-1 has a little dip at the center caps on the D layer, or yeah, just about there where it is, and that dip is for you to remove the center cap. But CC Square-1 doesn't. It just needs you to use your fingernails to just pull it out. So if you don't have long fingernails, this might be a problem with you because you may spend so much time to just figuring out how you should pull the center cap out, and I might use a screwdriver for this case. But I mean, if you have long fingernails, and this is not a problem for you. And finally, problem number 3 is about the stripping issue of the cube. Not in the screw of the slicer, but in the screw of the U and D layers. The main reason about this happening is about the popping of this cube, as I mentioned in problem number 1. If you pop this cube too many times, then, well, the layer will be cracked, which is not good. and that also means the cube will be very loose and untensionable, mainly because the screw is broken. So I put super glue on both of the screws on the U layer, like I just put super glue on the sides of the cheese Square-1, and it worked on the cheese Square-1. But unfortunately, it didn't work on the CC Square-1. So here's the demo on the speeds of the different U and D layers. What is broken? What is not broken. So yeah guys, I mean just beware about it being broken, bruh. But overall, it's not a bad cube. If you want to start Square-1 and you're on a budget, then this is a right choice for you. And in the background are two solves from my broken Square-1, and it's not that bad, but it's not really that good either. But yeah, I mean, it's a good cue for beginners, and yeah, despite the fact of my stupid loose and broken layer. But I mean, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry for not posting a long time. I know, but because mainly I'm not in the mood of editing, and so yeah, next video is gonna be a Q&A, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.